I was a very big fan of Buhari in his first term. It was ruled with an iron fist, and apparently a lot of things really went well. So I don't know. I feel maybe, just maybe, the problem isn't really him. The problem is the people around him, or the other factions of government. So the president can only do so much. But if the people around him aren't helping or they're sabotaging him, he's gonna get all the blame. And it's really sad. No one really knows what's happening, but all I can do is pray that this year, this term will be better, and he will prove us wrong.
Girl, you give me.
That's a lot of things combined. So obviously economic turndown, just a general hardship of life in Nigeria. So many companies, like foreign companies, come here, they close up and go, like they can't do business because agencies are making it hard for them, always harassing them. B, there's no power. You have to pay exorbitant fees for power and fuel and all those things. So the cost of running a company is really high. A lot of companies pack up and leave, which now leaves people jobless in an economy that's already very tight. So that pressure, I can't imagine. I really can't imagine someone having a family, children, a house, like just things to do and maintain, children to feed, sent to school, being a victim of this kind of hardship. It's only natural, and social media does not help it. Social media, I think, is making everything worse, because these people are seeing, some hardworking guy who's just lost his job is seeing some, young, maybe internet fraudster living large, or just seeing things that are really affecting or making him feel, inferior. So yeah, I think it's hard enough as it is, but then social media compounds the problem by making people I'm searching for the right word. By making people just feel inadequate about themselves because of what they're saying about other people, when in reality those other people are most times just faking it. And and also just we as Nigerians, we tend not to make things easy for ourselves, you know what I mean? So the frustration from general life, then feeling inadequate through social media and the life that's portrayed on there, and then being further frustrated by your fellow citizens, people just asking you for money, people trying to extort you and cheat you, like all those things together. It really takes the grace of God to be strong, especially if you're in a certain kind of position.
Girl, you give me.
It's just investment. So imagine they say they want to build a new mainland bridge. The money they're going to pour into building that bridge, building infrastructure, first and foremost, is going to create jobs for the laborers. Then it's going to make roads more accessible and make it easier to do business because there's less congestion. So I think the first step is building infrastructure. Building infrastructure, what that does is, first and foremost, the grass at the ground level, laborers are being employed, money is entering people's pockets, companies are being paid to build and maintain these things, and that's gonna filter down into the economy. That's the first step of wealth distribution, I feel like, just building our infrastructure. Because right now, I guess wealth distribution is a problem, but wealth generation is also a problem in this country. I feel we lose so much GDP just sitting in traffic, especially in Lagos. You know what I mean? We lose so many lives to traffic as well. So there's little things like that. Power. Companies are folding up because they can't afford to do everything and pay for power. So having a good infrastructure in place is the first step. Building the infrastructure, I guess, also will help. Not in the sense that, over time the infrastructure will pay for itself, but the actual building or actively building that infrastructure will already kickstart the process of wealth generation. I'm not too smart or exposed in those parts, but I just feel through common sense that would be a good place to start.
Girl, you give me.
Free Marley, free Zlatan. It's a very tricky thing to talk about, really, because there are many. Okay, first and foremost, it's not a good thing, right? It's not something that should be justified or even handled with like. Sorry, it's not a good thing. It's not something that should be excused or justified. But then at the same time, I just feel like Naira Marley is someone who is, at least in our society, he's having a positive influence on society. Aside from what he does in secret, I don't think he's necessarily promoting it. But through his music, he's creating employment. Through his music, he is creating enjoyment for the people that listen to it and maybe just don't think about their problems. So personally, he is doing a lot more good for our society than he is doing bad. Now it's very sad he had to be caught up in that, and I guess EFCC have to do their job. But ultimately, I feel like they should let him off easy, just for the fact that he has more to contribute to the society than I guess a lot of other fraudsters who, yeah. But on the case of fraud as well, I feel like the government really should be tackling the root causes of the problem. Because if you tackle the problem, or okay, let's use a farm for example. You tackle the problem of maybe a tree not growing well, but it's not growing well because there's a lot of weeds around it. If you don't take those weeds, no matter what you do, no matter the fertilizer, no matter the cover-ups, those weeds are still gonna cause a problem later on. So there needs to be a strategy in place to tackle the problems or the symptoms. Yeah, so let's focus on the problem, not the symptoms.
Girl, you give me.
I feel like the entertainment industry is doing really well right now. Maybe just maybe they should focus elsewhere for now. The entertainment industry is one of the few industries that's been able to coexist or exist on its own. Let's say create a parallel economy which functions outside whatever is going on or whatever the reality of the nation is. So I feel like maybe not so much invest, but just allow us to thrive, but then definitely invest in other sectors, textiles, mining, and just processing actually, because we have so much natural resources, but true wealth comes not from just taking a banana and selling a banana, but turning the banana into banana juice. So we should focus more on industries and just packaging stuff and exporting stuff. Let's create value. Let's just not take what we have and give it to the white man. Let's give the white man what they're looking for.
Girl, you give me.
I have been up to so much. So there's a lot of music. There's a lot of music in the hard drive. There's a lot of music in the works. I just put out a single called Special.
Jealous, got a higher security, keep lookout. It got me to know the right places. My baby girl hotter than a cookout. Baby love me, love me, love me. Baby make you love me tender.
Girl, you give me.
Celebrity lifestyle to me is a bunch of BS. Like everyone is telling me to be something I'm not. Like I'm not gonna start living or trying to live a certain way. I've already had to like cut back on a lot of my excesses, which is really annoying. It's like self-imposed exile kind of. But I try my best not to think about it. I live my normal life, man. I didn't walk out for a road, I didn't enter keke, I didn't do anything where I guys do, you understand? So like people just think about it too much. For me, I'm all about my music and my acting. I'm all about the content and the message I preach. Everything else is, about me, and I'll live my life how I want. I just want to give you great music, and I hope you enjoy the music. So yeah.
Girl, you give me.
Just a whole lot of drama. I don't know. It was that day was just BS. So we had a fight earlier, and I wasn't talking to her. And then at the party, I just because I can't keep a grudge, I just hey, what's up? How you doing? I hugged her, and I thought everything was cool. And then later on, we had another fight, and she said some things that were out of line. So yeah, we just got 2 strikes in one night because of a disagreement.
Girl, you give me.
We aren't enemies. Like, I have nothing against her. I would say, you know, we can be friends in the future, but right now, like, she's doing her own thing. You know, she's doing really well, and I'm trying to focus on my own thing as well. So, friendship as a general thing isn't really on my mind right now. But yeah, I love the girl.
Girl, you give me.
If I were to vote, I would vote for Toby. Nothing against Miracle. I feel like I talk more with Toby. I got along more with Toby. Like, there was a time in the house he told me to stay away from Chloe. So just all those little things. I think we had more connections. What's up, people? It's your boy K Brule, aka Kelly G. Yeah, you know, former BDN star, or I would say contestant. I didn't really become a star through BDN, but yeah, future superstar. It's your boy K Brule, killing with a beat, killing with a flow. You know what I mean?